twice the memory of the Pre-2, and it comes in either 16 or 32 gigabyte flash configuration, so tons of storage and tons of power under the hood. We also have a lot of sensors, so we have a triple axis accelerometer, a triple axis gyroscope, a compass, a light sensor, and you'll notice a front-facing video camera, which can be used for video conferencing. We also have stereo speakers with Beats audio, so the sound quality of this thing is fantastic. So really the really top-end piece of hardware here.
So the video out would be through the.
It does not have a video. It doesn't have a video. So very powerful hardware. But what really makes it awesome is WebOS. So when I turn the screen, what we see here is what we call card view. And this is really a workspace. So it's not just a good way to get in and out of your applications, it's a way to see everything you have going on. So, you know, maybe I'm reading some publications, doing some messaging, looking at photos. It's not just a sea of icons, it's a visual representation of what I'm doing. And that's a really powerful concept. Now when I'm done with applications, I just flick them off the top of the screen there, and that closes down.
Could you show us the touch to sync?
I will get to that, yes. Now looking around the screen, we have the quick launch at the bottom. This gives access to the most common applications you use. And you notice at the top here our improved notification system. So I'll give you an example of where this comes into play. Let's say I'm reading this web page, I'm looking for a recipe, and I notice I get an email. I would see a notification at the top here. I can, instead of going out of the web browser, going to the email application and looking to see if I have something important, I can look in the notification right here and simply swipe through these, and just like that do my triage here from the browser. So I don't have to, you know, it's a real true multitasking. I don't have to leave this application to go figure out what's going on. Now if I go back to the email application, you'll see that we have a real customizable view. We open up an email here, and so I have, in this view, I can see all of my accounts, I can see the emails in the inbox, and I can see the message. Now if I want to focus on the message, I can tap here and go full screen. So this is great if you've got a message with a lot of content in it, or pictures, or whatever it is, you just want to get the other distractions out of the way. I can drag from here, and that will reveal the inbox list. So if I want to quickly go through a bunch of different emails and switch and see what the content is, I can do that. And of course I can go all the way out again and see contacts, or see all of the accounts and the emails together. So this is a customizable view. It lets you, use email the way you want to use email. Another thing we can do is I can select a few different emails, and I can move them or delete them, so that can help me keep my inbox clean. Yeah, it's a really powerful email application. Now let me show you, if I wanted to forward this email, it'll open up a new draft and a new card. Let me take a second to show you the keyboard here. I love this keyboard. It's basically the same keyboard I learned to type on, that I've been using for years, right? I've got the numbers present, I've got symbols present. I don't have to switch modes back and forth a whole lot in order to type what I want to type. The keyboard also lets you change size, so if you prefer to be really small and see lots of the display, or maybe you just have small fingers and this is your preference, you can do that. Or you can go all the way up to large. T-shirt sizes, small, medium, large, extra small. I prefer medium. Now, I mentioned this opens up in a new card. That's a really important thing to take note of, because it's a new card, it means I can go back to my email. I can still look at other emails that I have. So this is something you probably do a lot, right? You open an email, you need to cross-reference with some other information. You can easily do that. It also means I can go and go to my calendar, or go look on the web. It's really easy to do multiple things while you're working on this email. And if I don't want to finish it now, which happens to me a lot of times, I open up an email and I don't get to finish it, I don't have to. I like to pull it off to the side here, and I end up with a stack of drafts of emails that I try to make sure I get back to by the end of the day. But it's really up to me. That's really the multitasking capabilities we have.
Can you show when you approach your mobile phone that it synchronizes?
Sorry? The touch to share? Yeah, I'll be showing that in a few minutes if you just give me a chance to get there.
On the email, can you print that email?
Yes.
I have aging parents that all they do is print their email. And
absolutely.
That's true.
Absolutely, yeah. So we support printing from photos, from email, from the web.
You can print web pages too?
Yes. So this is our photos application, and this is a connected photos application. Yes.
Printing also from the office.
I believe. I believe from.
Excel and
Sorry, from an office.
from the Word, Excel, and
The
PowerPoint.
document viewers.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I believe, but I'm not sure. So the Photos application is pulling together content from both on-device and from connected services. So in this case, I'm showing some Facebook photos I have. And I can easily, take in my whole library. I can tap on a picture and flip through them. It's a connected experience, so the best thing of Facebook Photos is the comments, and we have those here. And we also support printing. Let's see if my printer works. So just like that, we're printing, and down here the print job is starting to come out. So it's pretty much as easy as printing gets, just a couple of taps and you're there. And of course this works in portrait mode as well. If you have pictures you want to see in portrait mode. Up in there. That's a good example. Alright. Let me show you the Kindle application. So we have Kindle, which means you have access to Kindle's or Amazon's online library. And it does what you would expect it to do. We can read the book, can flip through pages, can bookmark, and it supports whisper sync. So if you have a Kindle and you prefer to read there sometimes, what you do there will stay in sync on this device as well. At the beginning I talked about the processing power. So let me pull open a 3D game we're showing on here. Armageddon Squadron. This game really shows off what the power of this processor is capable of. So I'm in auto mode. Alright. I'm getting better over time. I've been pretty bad though.
Well, I think the important thing is to get in there.
Okay. Get out of that. You can easily go back into card mode and flip back and forth if I wanted to go back to some other application. And then just like that I can flick it off the top of the screen. Okay, let me show you text messaging. This is a really cool feature of the TouchPad is I can get text messages on it. This is through a connection with my cell phone. So if you come home and you put your phone maybe by your front door for charging, or you maybe you have it in your pocket, you don't really want to pull it out, you can respond right from here. So let me just type a message. How's it going? And that will send off a text message. Another thing I could show you is the web browser. So the web browser is based on the latest WebKit. So we have lots of HTML5 features. It's got hardware acceleration, so it runs really smooth, and we also have Flash capabilities. So it's the web the way you're used to seeing the web function.
And any examples of Flash we can see? Or?
I don't have any sorted out right now.
How does it connect to work with cell phone? Wi-Fi or Bluetooth?
The connection between these two?
Yeah.
The connection is kicked off through the Touchstone 2 technology. So let me go ahead and just touch it here, and you'll see that wave going past. Now this is a great feature. This is the kind of thing where maybe you're on your couch, you're using your touchpad to browse the web, and you find an article or you want to take with you, or some ingredients you want to go to the grocery store with. What did you do before? Maybe you wrote it down, maybe you emailed it to yourself and opened it up on your phone. I mean, you had to solve this problem of how do I move this data around with me. And with Touch to Share, I can simply touch the phone against the touchpad and the web page opens up here. Now this works in both directions, I'll add as well.